Did you know that by age 80, a person can lose up to 50% of their muscle mass compared to their youth? This condition is called sarcopenia, and each year, over 300,000 seniors are hospitalized due to falls linked to muscle weakness. But here's the good news. Muscle loss is not inevitable. There are people in their 80s and 90s who still maintain their strength, agility, and independence. They're known as super-agers, and their secret lies in 7 simple but powerful daily habits. In today's video, we'll share 7 proven habits that can slow down and even reverse age-related muscle loss, backed by research from Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and leading geriatric experts. Sadly, 93% of older adults have never heard of these strategies. If you want to stay strong, independent, and active well beyond age 65, watch this video to the end. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more science-based tips on healthy aging. 1. Progressive resistance training, the most effective way to fight age-related muscle loss. Many older adults believe that becoming weaker with age is inevitable, but modern science says otherwise. With the right training method, you can maintain your muscle strength, mobility, and independence well into your 80s or 90s. One of the most powerful habits recommended by experts at Tufts University is called progressive resistance training, a technique proven to be the most effective way to combat age-related muscle decline. By nature, muscles weaken if they're not regularly challenged. If you only take light walks each day or use the same small weights for months, your body adapts and stops improving. On the other hand, when you gradually increase the intensity, even by just 1 to 2 pounds per week, or holding a position a few seconds longer, your muscles get the signal to stay strong and grow. That's the power of the progressive principle. A study from the University of Alabama found that adults over 70 who practice progressive resistance training gained an average of 3.3 pounds of muscle and increased their strength by 35% in just 12 weeks. They also improved blood sugar control, bone density, and cognitive function. The best part? They didn't need to train every day. Just 2 sessions a week, about 30 minutes each, doing basic exercises like squats, push-ups, resistance band pulls, or light weightlifting, when done with proper form and gradual progression, led to remarkable results. The key to this method is training your muscles to the point of near failure, meaning you reach the point where you can't complete another rep with correct form. This triggers the muscle's repair and growth cycle in the following 48 to 72 hours. You should also focus on compound exercises, like squats, deadlifts, or overhead presses, which engage multiple muscle groups at once and offer greater benefits than isolated moves like bicep curls. And if you're worried you're too old or have never trained before, don't be. Many people start resistance training well into their 70s or beyond and still see amazing results. The key is to start slow. Choose exercises that match your fitness level and gradually increase the challenge over time. With the right technique, adequate rest, and consistency, you can build strength at any age. Remember, resistance training doesn't just build muscle. It prevents falls, improves blood sugar, protects your heart, and helps you stay independent. If there's only one habit you start today, let it be progressive resistance training. Be patient and stick with it. Strength in your senior years doesn't appear overnight, but it absolutely will come if you start now. 2. Protecting the nerve-muscle connection, keeping the power lines between brain and muscle intact. One silent but serious reason why seniors lose strength isn't just shrinking muscles. It's the breakdown in communication between the brain and the muscles. This system is known as the neuromuscular connection, and it acts like a power line running from your brain to every single muscle fiber. When we're young, signals flow strong and fast. But after age 60, these connections can start to weaken if not maintained, causing the muscles to receive fewer signals, resulting in slower reflexes, loss of strength, and a greater risk of falls. A study from the University of Michigan found that so-called super-agers, seniors who remain surprisingly strong and agile, have a much higher density and quality of neuromuscular connections than their peers. So, what's their secret to keeping these power lines working? First, they regularly engage in activities that combine mental focus with physical coordination, such as Tai Chi, dancing, tennis, or even ping pong. These activities require concentration, fast reaction times, and smooth movement, helping the brain stay sharp and giving orders to the body. A 2020 study in the Journal of Physiology showed that older adults who did coordination-based training twice a week preserved their neuromuscular connection 31% better than those who only walked or did basic exercise. Second, they supplement with key nutrients that protect and support nerve-muscle communication. For example, alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl L-carnitine help reduce oxidative damage at the nerve-muscle junction. A special form of vitamin B, one called benfotiamine, boosts the production of acetylcholine, a crucial neurotransmitter that triggers muscle contraction. Seniors who regularly take supplements rich in these compounds often maintain quicker reflexes and stronger muscle performance. Third, they practice breathing techniques that stimulate the vagus nerve, a powerful nerve that plays a key role in motor function. A simple breathing exercise called box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. Practiced for just 5 minutes a day has been shown to increase muscle activation by up to 15%. And finally, they keep their brain active by learning new skills, playing instruments, solving puzzles, or doing brain games. A study from Columbia University even found that seniors who consistently train their minds show significantly better neuromuscular coordination. In summary, if you want not just strong muscles, but fast reflexes and smooth coordination, don't skip this crucial habit. Keeping the power line between your brain and muscles strong is the secret to staying quick, agile, and independent well into your later years. 3. Essential vitamins and minerals, the foundation for proper muscle nutrition. Many older adults believe that simply eating enough protein is enough to maintain muscle strength. But in reality, without the right vitamins and minerals, your body can't properly absorb or use that protein. That's why some people, even those who eat well and exercise regularly, still feel weak, struggle with mobility, or gradually lose muscle over time. One of the most important minerals is magnesium, often called the forgotten electrolyte in muscle health. Over 70% of people over age 65 are deficient in magnesium without even knowing it, since the symptoms are vague. Leg cramps, hand tremors, poor sleep, or chronic fatigue. Magnesium plays a key role in over 300 biological processes in the body, especially muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and protein synthesis. A study from the University of Vermont found that older adults with healthy magnesium levels had 30% better grip strength, along with improved balance and mobility compared to those who were deficient. Next is creatine, often associated with young athletes but incredibly beneficial for seniors as well. Research from McMaster University showed that adults over 60 who took 3 to 5 grams of creatine daily, combined with resistance training, experienced increased muscle mass, improved memory, and better balance, all within just 12 weeks. No need for heavy workouts or large amounts of red meat, just a small daily dose can make a significant difference. Another must-have is vitamin B12, especially in its active form, methylcobalamin. After age 60, the body's ability to absorb B12 through digestion declines sharply, and this is made worse by common medications like metformin for diabetes, or PPIs for acid reflux. B12 deficiency can lead to weakness, dizziness, poor memory, and coordination problems. That's why many health experts recommend sublingual B12 under the tongue, or periodic B12 injections, especially if you experience signs of anemia or hand tremors. Trace minerals like zinc, selenium, and chromium also play a vital role by supporting hormone production and insulin sensitivity, helping your muscles absorb nutrients more effectively. A study from Tufts University showed that seniors who maintained healthy levels of these minerals preserved up to 22% more muscle mass over 5 years compared to those who were deficient. In summary, if you're eating well and staying active but still feel weak, it might be time to check your micronutrient levels. Getting the right vitamins and minerals is like unlocking your body's ability to build and maintain muscle. Don't let hidden deficiencies silently slow you down or take away your independence. 4. Inflammation control, the silent threat that erodes muscle strength. There's one major factor that most older adults overlook when it comes to muscle loss, and that's low-grade chronic inflammation, also known as inflammaging. This process is quiet, with no obvious symptoms, yet it can slowly weaken the body day by day. Chronic inflammation isn't just linked to heart disease, diabetes, or Alzheimer's. It also plays a direct role in breaking down muscle mass and strength as we age. According to researchers at Tufts University, older adults with high inflammation markers, measured by CRP, C-reactive protein, lose muscle up to 3 times faster than those with lower levels, even if they eat enough protein and exercise regularly. Why does inflammation damage muscle? When the body is inflamed, the signals that build muscle, such as insulin, growth hormones, or amino acids, don't work as effectively. Inflammatory cytokines like IL-6 and TNF-alpha interfere with protein synthesis in the muscles and accelerate muscle breakdown. This means that even with a healthy diet and consistent workouts, your body might still be silently losing muscle. That's why healthy aging adults, the so-called super-agers, always have a clear strategy for keeping inflammation in check. The first key: sleep. It may seem simple, but it's critical. Just one night of poor or disrupted sleep can raise inflammatory cytokines in the blood by over 40%. Super-agers prioritize 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep in a cool, dark, quiet environment. They understand that sleep is not just for recovery. It's when the body clears out excess inflammation signals. Next is gut health. As we age, the diversity and quality of gut bacteria often decline, which can lead to leaky gut and systemic inflammation. Healthy older adults aim to consume at least 30 different plant-based foods each week, including vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. They also regularly eat fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and miso to naturally boost their gut flora. This strengthens the gut barrier and reduces inflammatory triggers from the digestive system. Another smart strategy is a balanced exercise. Super-agers don't overtrain. They focus on moderate intensity workouts, such as brisk walking, light cycling, or yoga, most days of the week, and include only 1 to 2 higher intensity sessions. Overtraining without proper rest can increase inflammation, so it's not about how hard you train, but how consistently and wisely you do it, in tune with your body's ability to recover. From a nutrition standpoint, anti-inflammatory nutrients like omega-3s, curcumin from turmeric, and polyphenols found in green tea, berries, and extra virgin olive oil are staples in the diets of healthy seniors. They consume at least 2 to 3 grams of omega-3s daily from fatty fish like salmon or sardines, or from fish oil supplements. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that combining omega-3s, curcumin, and polyphenols reduced CRP levels by 29% in just 12 weeks. Additionally, super-agers monitor their inflammation levels through regular blood work, especially the high-sensitivity CRP test. Those with strong muscles in their 80s typically keep CRP levels below 1.0 milligrams per liter, while the average older adult often has levels 3 to 5 times higher. In summary, chronic inflammation is a silent killer of muscle strength. If left unchecked, it will gradually lead to muscle loss, reduced energy, and eventually the loss of independence. But healthy seniors don't let that happen. They sleep well, eat mindfully, protect their gut, exercise smart, and supplement wisely. Most importantly, they track their health and take action early instead of waiting for complications to arise. And you can do the same, starting today. 5. Maintain optimal vitamin D levels, the key to strength and flexibility in your 80s. You've probably heard about vitamin D for keeping your bones strong, but what many people don't realize is that vitamin D plays a crucial role in maintaining and restoring muscle strength, especially in older adults. A deficiency in vitamin D not only weakens bones but also speeds up muscle loss, increases the risk of falls, balance issues, and reduces your ability to live independently. Over 80% of people over 65 in the US are vitamin D deficient without knowing it. So, what does vitamin D do for your muscles? Your muscle cells have special receptors that respond to vitamin D. When your body gets enough of it, these receptors activate genes that support protein synthesis and muscle growth. In simple terms, your muscles need vitamin D to stay strong and recover after activity. Studies from Harvard and other leading medical centers show that seniors with optimal vitamin D blood levels, above 40 nanograms per milliliter, have 25% more muscle strength, better balance, and faster reflexes than those with low levels. On the flip side, low vitamin D levels, below 20 nanograms per milliliter, which is common in older adults, can lead to muscle weakness, unsteady walking, and a higher risk of falls, even if you eat well and exercise regularly. Among people over 75, vitamin D deficiency doubles the risk of fractures and loss of mobility. But here's the catch. As you age, your body's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight drops sharply. By age 70, your skin only produces about 25 to 30%, as much vitamin D as it did in your youth, even with the same sun exposure. On top of that, many seniors spend less time outdoors, wear sunscreen, or take medications like acid blockers or metformin, which can reduce vitamin D absorption from food and supplements. So, how can you safely and effectively improve your vitamin D levels? The first step is to get a blood test to check your 25-hydroxyvitamin D level. This helps determine whether you need supplementation and how much. Experts recommend that older adults aim for 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter in their blood. If you're deficient, supplements typically range from 2,000 to 4,000 IU per day, much higher than the standard 600 IU listed on most labels. Along with supplements, include vitamin-rich foods in your diet like salmon, mackerel, egg yolks, beef liver, fortified milk, and cereals. Fish oil, omega-3, can also improve vitamin D absorption and reduce inflammation in the muscles. If possible, try to spend 15 to 20 minutes outdoors between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. daily, allowing sunlight to reach your arms, legs, and face without sunscreen or window glass. But be mindful not to overdo sun exposure to avoid skin damage. One often overlooked tip: vitamin D works best when paired with vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. You can get K2 from fermented foods like natto, sauerkraut, or organ meats. If you're taking high-dose vitamin D supplements, consider adding K2 to support heart health and enhance the effects of vitamin D on your muscles and bones. In summary, if you're feeling muscle weakness, unsteady walking, or frequent fatigue, vitamin D deficiency might be the hidden cause. This simple yet vital nutrient can make the difference between aging with strength and independence or relying on others for daily tasks. Take charge, get tested, supplement wisely, and maintain optimal levels to preserve your strength, flexibility, and quality of life well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. 6. Eat enough protein at strategic times, protein timing. As we age, getting enough protein is no longer the only concern. A more important question is, when are you eating your protein during the day? Recent studies reveal that the timing of protein intake can significantly affect an older adult's ability to maintain muscle mass, strength, and mobility. This is one of the most overlooked strategies in preventing age-related muscle loss in people over 65. A natural process called anabolic resistance occurs with age, meaning the body doesn't respond to protein as efficiently as it used to. Put simply, older adults need more protein than younger people to trigger muscle-building responses. If you're still following old habits, like having just toast for breakfast, a light lunch, and a protein-heavy dinner, you're likely missing 2 of the 3 daily windows of opportunity to build and maintain muscle. Research from the University of Texas shows that when older adults evenly distribute protein across all 3 meals, instead of loading it up at dinner, their muscle protein synthesis increases by up to 25%. In another 12-week study, participants who used this strategy gained an average of 1.1 pounds of muscle without changing their workout routines or overall calorie intake. An impressive result, especially for older adults who often struggle to gain muscle. So, how can you apply this strategy effectively? Start by aiming for 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per main meal. High-quality protein means it contains all essential amino acids, especially leucine, the key amino acid that switches on muscle building. For example, breakfast might include 2 eggs, a cup of Greek yogurt, and a slice of whole grain toast, giving nearly 30 grams of protein. Lunch could be grilled chicken or salmon with veggies and brown rice. Dinner should also include protein, but it shouldn't be your only source for the day. Choose easy-to-digest protein sources like eggs, fish, lean meat, Greek yogurt, tofu, lentils, cottage cheese, or high-quality protein powders like whey isolate or organic soy. For those with digestive issues, smaller portions or adding digestive enzymes may help. Also, don't forget about the post-exercise protein window. After physical activity, your muscles are especially hungry for nutrients. Consuming 20 to 30 grams of protein within an hour after training can boost muscle recovery and growth. That's why older adults doing resistance training should prepare a light, protein-rich snack or shake to enjoy right after exercise. But protein timing isn't just about muscles. It also supports better blood sugar control, reduces late-night cravings, and helps with weight management. This is crucial as being overweight in later years can increase inflammation and accelerate muscle loss. One final note: if you're taking blood thinners or have kidney disease, consult a doctor or registered dietitian to personalize your protein intake. For most healthy older adults, the ideal range is 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For example, a 60 kilogram, 132 pounds, person should aim for 72 to 90 grams of protein daily, ideally spread across 3 main meals and 1 snack if needed. In summary, getting enough protein is important, but getting it at the right time is even more powerful. For people over 65, protein timing is a smart and science-backed way to stop silent muscle loss. By spreading your intake evenly throughout the day, choosing high-quality sources, eating after exercise, and listening to your body, you can turn every meal into an opportunity to build strength and preserve independence. And if there's one thing you should start today, it's having a protein-rich breakfast, because that's the first brick in rebuilding a stronger, healthier body from the ground up. 7. Hormetic stressors. The good stress that keeps you strong. You've probably heard that avoiding stress is key to staying healthy. But for many older adults who remain strong and active into their 80s, the secret lies in exposing themselves to a special kind of stress known as hormetic stressors. This is one of the lesser-known but highly effective strategies recognized by scientists for slowing down muscle decline and activating powerful anti-aging mechanisms in the body. Hormesis is the idea that a little is beneficial, but too much is harmful. Small, controlled doses of stressors, such as heat, cold, fasting, or short bursts of intense activity, can trigger the body to adapt, strengthen its repair systems, and improve resilience across the muscular, nervous, and immune systems. In the context of aging, where metabolism slows down and damage accumulates, activating these built-in repair processes is a powerful way to maintain strength and independence. One of the most accessible hormetic stressors is temperature variation. Many so-called super-agers make it a habit to end showers with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water, or take brief dips in cold baths. Exposure to mild cold stimulates brown fat, a special type of fat that burns calories and generates heat. It also raises levels of adiponectin, a hormone that helps protect muscle tissue from degeneration. On the flip side, heat exposure, through sauna or warm baths, offers similar benefits. Heat stimulates the production of heat shock proteins, which repair damaged muscle fibers and prevent muscle breakdown. A long-term study from Finland found that people who used a sauna 4 to 7 times per week had a 40% lower risk of serious muscle loss over 10 years compared to those who didn't. Another powerful hormetic stressor is intermittent fasting, limiting your eating window to 8 to 10 hours per day. When you're not constantly eating, your body enters a state called autophagy, where it recycles damaged cell parts and improves the quality of muscle cells. According to the Salk Institute, intermittent fasting can boost mitochondrial function in muscle cells by up to 10% in just 12 weeks, even without weight loss. This is especially important for older adults since mitochondria are the power plants of your muscle cells. A third hormetic stressor is short bursts of maximum muscle tension, known as overcoming isometrics. This involves pushing or pulling forcefully against an immovable object for 5 to 10 seconds. Even though there's no movement, the muscle is fully engaged and receives a strong growth signal. The big advantage? It places minimal strain on the joints, which is ideal for older adults. Research shows that performing just 4 to 6 short maximal contractions per day can activate muscle-preserving genes like FOXO3 and sirtuins, helping to slow age-related muscle loss. So, why do these seemingly uncomfortable things produce such powerful results? Because they activate biological repair pathways without causing harm. When you do controlled cold showers, time-restricted eating, or brief muscle contractions, your body doesn't break down. It fights back. It boosts antioxidants, repairs cells, enhances blood vessel flexibility, and reduces chronic inflammation, all of which are key to maintaining strength and total body health. But remember, hormetic stress must be applied wisely. Recovery is essential, and overdoing it can be counterproductive. For cold showers, start with no more than 1 to 2 minutes, especially in the first few weeks. For intermittent fasting, begin with a 12-12 window, 12 hours eating, 12 hours fasting, and gradually move to 10-14 or 8-16 if tolerated. For isometric exercises, do them every other day, focusing on large muscle groups like the thighs, back, and chest. The key is to apply just enough challenge to spark a healthy response, not so much that it exhausts you. That's how hormetic stress works. It teaches your cells to stay alert, encourages self-repair, and keeps your muscles responsive and resilient. In summary, when you're in your 70s or 80s, it's not always about avoiding all stress. It's about using the right kind of stress in the right way. Gentle, timed exposures to cold, heat, fasting, and tension can pull your body out of stagnation. They train your cells to stay active, recover faster, and defend your muscle mass. The strongest, most independent older adults aren't just lucky. They've learned to harness small daily challenges to stay vibrant. If you're looking for a simple change that can lead to long-term muscle strength and vitality, start with one hormetic stressor that feels right for you. Because sometimes it's the smallest challenges that help us stay strong the longest. Summary: 7 habits to maintain muscle strength into your 80s and beyond. After this journey, it's clear that keeping your muscles strong after 65, even into your 80s or 90s, is possible. Here are the 7 essential habits that can slow down and even reverse age-related muscle loss. Progressive resistance training. This is habit number 1. It's not about doing light, casual exercise. It's about training with proper form, the right intensity, and gradually increasing resistance over time. Just 2 sessions per week can make a huge difference. Protecting neuromuscular connections. Strong muscles depend not just on training, but also on the connection between your brain and muscles. Activities like dancing, tai chi, and tennis, combined with deep breathing and nutrients like acetyl L-carnitine, help maintain this vital communication. Boosting key micronutrients. Your body needs more than just protein. Nutrients like magnesium, creatine, active B12, zinc, selenium, and chromium play essential roles in muscle synthesis and metabolic function. Controlling inflammation. The silent muscle killer. Chronic inflammation gradually eats away at your muscle tissue. Super-agers fight it by sleeping well, eating a wide variety of plants, and supplementing with omega-3, curcumin, green tea, and extra virgin olive oil, maintaining optimal vitamin D levels. Up to 80% of older adults are deficient in vitamin D, which plays a key role in muscle gene activation. Get your levels tested regularly and aim for over 40 nanograms per milliliter, pairing it with vitamin K2 for added bone and heart benefits. Strategic protein. Timing. It's not just how much protein you eat, it's when you eat it. Spread out 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein across breakfast, lunch, and dinner to boost muscle protein synthesis by up to 25% compared to eating it all at once. Hormetic stressors. Use good stress to stay strong. Mild stressors like cold showers, sauna, intermittent fasting, and short isometric contractions trigger longevity genes, enhance cell repair, and help preserve muscle mass naturally. Final thoughts. There's no magic pill for preventing muscle loss, but there are proven, science-backed habits you can start today. Pick one habit that feels manageable, do it consistently, and gradually add more over time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, share it with loved ones in their golden years, and subscribe to Holistic Health for more natural solutions to support long-term health, mobility, and independence. We're here to walk with you on the path to living stronger and aging smarter every day.